Wilma Rudolph was one of the greatest female athletes to exist. A runner coming from the small town of Clarksville, Tennessee, only about 2 hours from where we live, one of the most amazing African American women represented the USA in the 1960 Olympics in Rome. A lot of people have forgotten the success she left behind, but her story of her road to success should be shared and recognized. Rudolph was born with polio and suffered various sicknesses and diseases as a child. She had to wear leg braces on her legs because she lost the use of her left leg, but was determined to overcome her disabilities no matter what the doctor said, and she did. Because of her color, and also since she grew up in the segregated South, she had to only be a part of all black teams. She competed in 4 years of high school track at her school and never lost a single race at a meet. She was a gifted runner and trained hard to compete in the Olympics in 1956 in Australia at only 16 years old and came home with a bronze in the 400 meter. She later went on to do what no woman had ever done. She broke 3 world records in Rome and became the first American woman to win 3 gold medals in a single Olympic Games. She won in blowouts in each event she competed in. She was a legend that the spectators loved to watch, and the people would call her the Black Gazelle because of her long legs and how graceful she was. She also brought her 400 meter relay from last place to first place in the 1960 Olympic Games. She was invited to the White House, inducted into the Olympic Hall of Fame and into the Track and Field Hall of Fame, and runners would gather wherever she was scheduled to run at post-Olympics. She also won the prestigious award for Female Athlete of the Year and the James Sullivan Award, which is awarded to the most outstanding amateur athlete in the U.S., who demonstrates leadership, character, and good sportsmanship on and off the field. During a time of segregation and civil rights movements still in the country, she wanted to race, despite any racial or sexist slurs she might receive. She wanted to stand up for civil rights, and when she got home, the governor wanted to throw a parade for her, but she refused to go unless people of color were also invited. She was one of America's first major superstars in track and in sports in general. The Wilma Rudolph Courage Award is presented in women's sports to an athlete who shows extraordinary courage in their athletic performance, demonstrates the ability to overcome adversity, makes significant contributions in sports, and serves as a role model to those who face challenges and overcome them. One of her quotes was, I ran every day, and I acquired this sense of determination, this sense of spirit, that I would never give up no matter what else happened. Wilma Rudolph, in my opinion, is a legend who should be taught about in the history of sports because she did what no woman had ever done. A lot of people have probably never even heard of her success, and not even some track and field athletes. Her achievements would have been impressive for any athlete, but it was even more impressive for her because she'd spent most of her childhood in leg braces. They all told her she would never be able to walk again from her disabilities at a young age, but she proved them wrong and not only walked, but ran. She was a powerful voice for African Americans and helped fight for their rights during the struggle for equality, and used her Olympic voice to make her voice heard. Wilma Rudolph made the impossible possible. Thank you.
What was her advancing